let's see here. It's that. It's that. All right, we are up and running. Let me just arrange my windows a little bit. Starting, it seemed to want to dearrange some things. Sorry, give me just a second here. I made my windows deranged. Okay. All right, now I can see that. Pop out the live chat. Oop. Stop that. Okay. Now the window. You can see the window. See we're streaming. Okay, we're good to go. No, I do not want to leave the game. All right. Zork 2, The Wizard of Frobozz. Copyright 1981, 82, and 83. So this game is as old as me. Inside the barrow. You're inside an ancient barrow hidden deep within a dark forest. The barrow opens into a narrow tunnel at its southern end. You can see a faint glow at the far end. A strangely familiar black brass lantern is lying on the ground. A sword of elvish workmanship is on the ground. Okay. Get lamp and the sword. All right. So we're going to go south. Oops. Narrow tunnel. You are standing in the southern edge of a narrow tunnel, where it opens into a wide cavern. The cavern is dimly illuminated by phosphorescent mosses clinging to its high ceiling. A deep ravine winds through the cavern, with a small stream at the bottom. The walls of the ravine are steep and crumbly. A footbridge crosses the ravine to the south. South again. You're standing on a crude but sturdy wooden footbridge crossing a deep ravine. A path runs north and south from here. South again. This is the center of a great cavern. Carved out of the limestone, stalactites and stalagmites of many sizes are everywhere. The room glows with dim light provided by phosphorescent moss, and weird shadows move all around you. A narrow path winds southwest along the stalagmites, and another leads northeast. Southwest. Shallow ford. You're at the southern edge of the great cavern. To the south, across the shallow ford, is a dark tunnel, which looks like it was once enlarged and smooth. To the north, a narrow path winds among stalagmites. Dim light illuminates the cavern. Go south. Oops. You have moved into a dark space. It is pitch black. You are likely to be eaten by a grue. Well, we'll just go southeast and get out of there. This is the northern end of a formal garden. Edges line the cavern walls, and if you don't look up, the illusion of a cloudy cloudy day outside. Light comes from a large growth of glowing mosses on the roof of the cave. A break in the hedge is almost overgrown into the north. A carefully marked, manicured path leads south. The center of a rose bed is a small open structure painted white. It appears to be a gazebo. All right. Say which way the gazebo is? This is a gazebo in the midst of a formal garden. It is cool and restful here. A tea table adorns the center of the gazebo. Sitting on the table is a matchbook, a china teapot, a placemat, a newspaper, and a letter opener. Taken. All right. You catch a glimpse of something white between two hedges. Unicorn shies away as you approach for a closer look, but you do notice a tiny gold key hanging from a red satin ribbon looped around the animal's neck. You're gonna need that key. The event moved in a dark place. Wait. So oh boy, I'm gonna have to kill a unicorn? It's been a while. Shallow ford. Thought is now full of water. Okay. South. There's a dark tunnel with dim light to the northwest, or northeast. The tunnel is smooth and dusty and filled with twigs and leaves and debris, which becomes deeper as the tunnel branches into a wide corridor leading southwest and a narrow one leading southeast. Alright, so path follows the south edge of a deep ravine and heads northeast. A tunnel leads southwest, narrowing to a rather tight crawl. A faint whirring sound can be heard in that direction. On the east is a ruined archway choked with vegetation. You're in a large circular room whose high ceiling is lost in gloom. 8 identical passages leave the room. A loud whirring sound comes from all around, and you feel sort of disoriented here. Okay. Alright, so we're actually in a spinning room. And so we are only going to be able to go the direction that we want to go 30% of the time. We need to end up in the riddle room. Oh, perfect! This is a room which is bare on all sides. There's an exit down in the northwest corner of the room. To the east is a great closed door made of stone. Above the stone, the following words are written. No man shall pass this door without solving this riddle. What is tall as a house, round as a cup, and all the king's horses can't draw it up? That's a well. Storm. What the heck? Alright, I'm not. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright, good. We're in the riddle room. There's no verb. Why isn't it letting me answer? There we go. Okay. Alright, let's try that again now that I figured out the proper verbiage. Rat. Rat. Drat. Not again. Oh boy. Okay. There's a deafening clap of thunder, and the stone door quietly swings open to reveal a passageway beyond. Okay. This is a former broom closet. The exits are to the east and west. There's a pearl necklace here with hundreds of large pearls. Taken. Alright. circular room. This is a damp circular room whose walls are made of brick and mortar. The roof of this room is not visible, but there appears to be some etchings on the walls. There is a passageway to the west. There is a wooden bucket here, 3 feet in diameter and 3 feet high. Okay. You are now in the wooden bucket. Top well in the bucket. You are at the top of the well. Well done. There are etchings on the side of the well. There's a small crack across the floor to the entrance to the room to the east, but it can be crossed easily. The wooden bucket contains a quantity of water. Oh boy, this is such a weird game. You can't go there in a wooden bucket. On your own feet again. Tea room. This is a small room containing a large oblong table, no doubt set for afternoon tea. It is clear from the objects on the table that the users were indeed mad. In the eastern corner of the room is a small hole, no more than 4 inches high. There are passageways leading away to the west and to the northwest. There is a large oblong table here. Sitting at the large oblong table is a frosted cake with green letters, a frosted cake with red letters, a frosted cake with orange letters, and a frosted cake with blue letters. If we try reading it, the writing is too small to read on any of them but the green one. Take all the cakes. Alright. Suddenly, the room appears to have become very large, although everything you're carrying seems to be its normal size, which is very useful. Alrighty. This is alright, so, go east. The pool room. This is a large room, one half of which is depressed. Salty water flows from a large leak in the ceiling. The only exit is to the west. A stoppered glass flask. Get ye flask! With a skull and crossbones marking is sitting here. Da-da-da-da! The flask is filled with some clear liquid. The leak has submerged the depressed area in a pool of tears. There is a hazy something at the deepest part of the pool. Alright. Now here's the weird part. The flask distorts and magnifies the cake's frosted red letters, showing details not noticed earlier. The letters now clearly visible say evaporate. Oop, Flask distorts and magnifies the cake's frosted and blue letters, showing details not noticed earlier. The letters now visible say enlarge. And then finally the orange. The flask distorts and magnifies the cake. Oh, I explode. Flask distorts and magnifies the cake frosted with orange letters, showing the details not noticed earlier. The letters now visible say explode. Most of the pool evaporates, revealing a slightly damp but still valuable package of rare candies. The red cake must be pretty strong stuff since it remains intact. Alright. Alright. Alright, we'll take the candies, but we're gonna just leave the cake. Alright. Alright. Back west to the post room and blue cake. Oh boy. Well, ladies and gents, this isn't good. So, a while ago, I had to replace the RAM in my computer because it was producing errors, and I didn't realize that's why my computer was crashing. Like I got in contact with Microsoft a whole bunch of stuff, but the thing is that several files which I accessed during that time period uh, got corrupted. And apparently, Zork 2 was one of those things. So I'm going to have to wait until I am able to find, and who knows where in the mess where I moved it actually is located. I need to find uh, my original CD that has all the Zork stuff on it, which I do not have access to right now. But it looks like that it is going to be impossible for me to actually play this game because those two warnings did not have happened. I'm shocked that this is even working with that being the case. So, we're not going to play Zork 2. And honestly, since you actually have to win Zork 2 to really enjoy Zork 3, I think I'm going to go straight on to... this is, so much basic stuff. I think I'm going to go straight to whenever it starts getting good, and that's Return to Zork. Alright. So I'm going to stop this stream, set up Return to Zork, and then we're going to play that. Well, no. You know what? I'm going to play the room number 2. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play room 2. Stopped by an actual glitch. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. What a pain. Dang it. Alright, well, I'll be back in a few minutes. I just have to do some little switching around to get the stream properly set up, and then we'll play room 2. So don't go anywhere.